I'm Mark,
I'm Josh.
and this is Alter Ego Comics TV. Took last week off due to the Thanksgiving holiday, but we're going to mention a few of the things, the high points from last week, in addition to a quick overview from this week, because it was a short week with comics just coming out yesterday and today's Friday. So, I will lead off with Shadowland number 5. This wraps up the limited series from Marvel involving Daredevil as the maniacal dictator of Shadowland in the middle of New York. Not a bad series overall. This ties up some of the loose ends, but then leaves the door open for continuing stories to be told in Daredevil, which also came out this week, and kind of let you know what Matt Murdock's up to. Those of you that are in the know, Black Panther is going to become the new protector of Hell's Kitchen, so there's a lead-in to that here, as well as some other stuff. And then also Heroes for Hire, which came out this week too. These 3 books, they should be read in that order: Shadowland number 5, Daredevil, and then Heroes for Hire. Heroes for Hire number 1, written by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, who are probably most known for their space cosmic adventures at Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy and Thanos Imperative and Nova, and
Annihilation,
yes.
Conquest,
yes, War of Kings,
Annihilation 3, Electric Boogaloo.
So if you like the space books, unfortunately there aren't going to be any more in the foreseeable future, but check out Abnett and Lanning on Heroes for Hire. Real solid first issue. Good artwork, great story by DNA, as they're called.
But it's DNA, it's not DNA.
By the kids, yes. Here's for Hire number 1. So anyway, that's a quick overview of those 3. I didn't really tell you anything, but check them out.
All right, this week we got a new What If, and it's called Demon in an Armor. Going back to the cover is a reference, obviously, to the classic Demon in a Bottle story for Iron Man. And essentially what we have here is Tony and Victor Von Doom meeting in college, and things go differently than they do in the traditional Marvel universe. I know. What if?
What if they went differently?
And we have the original creative team from the Demon in a Bottle run, and it's a decent read if you're a fan of those characters. This is also the first part of the 4-part What If Venom Possessed Deadpool that will be the backup in all 4 of the new new What Ifs coming out this year. And it's a quite humorous Deadpool aside. If you remember when Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy were humorous and not family friendly, then you'll love this Deadpool backup.
Awesome. American Vampire came out this week. Another solid story from Scott Snyder and Raphael Albuquerque, if that is how you pronounce your last name, Mr. Albuquerque. So those of you American Vampire fans, this came out, but more importantly, Scott Snyder, writer of American Vampire, is also now writing Detective Comics. Detective 871 came out last week, and this is the first issue. Jock, who's probably most famous for having a one-word name and doing the artwork for the Losers series.
And starting the plane.
Start the engine, Jock. Provides the artwork on this, and this is just an A+ of a first issue for these 2. It's classic Batman type stories, but Dick Grayson is Batman. It takes place in current continuity. Good interplay with Commissioner Gordon. If you like classic Batman where he's actually detective in Detective, I highly, highly recommend this. Unfortunately, the first issue has sold out at DC, but we still have copies on the shelf at this moment. So check it out. I don't think you'll be sorry. Batman fans, Scott Snyder fans of all things cool, you'll like it.
Next up this week, we've got Action Comics Annual number 13. In keeping with the recent run in Action Comics, it's written by Paul Cornell, and it focuses on Lex Luthor. You get 2 stories here. One about Deadpool, Darkseid, and Luthor, and another with Ra's al Ghul and Luthor, both taking place, obviously, when he's younger, still befollicled. And it's a great read. If you've been enjoying action, you won't regret this one.
If you like action.
If you like action.
If action is your reward, read Action Comics. Witchblade Redemption, Volume 1. I'm loving the Witchblade series, and this is a great jumping on point for new fans or for readers that haven't read in a while. This is, believe it or not, $4.99 for 6 issues. You really can't go wrong with it. So many people are giving high praise to Witchblade these days. Highly recommend it. $4.99, 6 issues. Let me say it again. But there's also another volume 1, which was the beginning of Ron Mars's run on Witchblade, which is $4.99. So it's kind of, that was the beginning. This is kind of the midpoint, but it's still a good jumping on point. And did I mention it's $4.99 for 6 issues?
How much is it?
$4.99.
Awesome.
6 issues. Buy it.
All right, and next up in ongoingly awesome, Justice League Generation Lost. In my opinion, this is the best book that's coming in the Brightest Day arc with the rebranding. It's been consistently good. Every issue has both moved the story forward and been enjoyable, and this latest one is no exception. We have Captain Atom being propelled forward through the future, as he is from time to time, and interacting with the Justice League in a possible timeline, and it's a great read, and if you're not reading this, you definitely should be.
I second that.
And just a little heads up, the 3rd volume of Chew came out. This is one of the best new series to come out of the Image franchise in a while. It's volume 3. We have volumes 1 and 2 in stock at the moment. And if you're not familiar with it, you absolutely should be. Tony has a slightly unusual talent where he's able to understand or relive the moments of things he eats. So normally he's a vegetarian. Takes a bite of an apple, he can tell you where it was raised, whether or not they use pesticides. But in the course of his job, he becomes a federal investigator who has to sample various unsavory things to see what happened and solve crimes. And volume 3 is on the shelf. We have 1 and 2, and it's a great read. Harvey Award winner for Best New Series last year.
One of the most original ideas in comics that we've seen in a long time, and just a good read overall. Well, that was a quick run through of last week and this week. We'll try and be a little more organized. It's been a crazy week with the holidays rapidly approaching. Speaking of the holidays, don't forget to come to Alter Ego Comics to do your holiday shopping. We have gift cards and all amounts, and something really for every reader on your list, and even those that don't read, because these books have pictures. So look forward to seeing you at the store at 230 North Main Street in downtown Lima, or visit us online at alteregocomics.com. Also, we had someone suggest in the comments for the videos that we answer questions from viewers. So if you do have a question, send it along to support@alteregocomics.com, or just leave it in the comments below the video, and we'll try to get to it. Thanks for watching.